Hello everybody, welcome on back to baseball here on youtube.com/SeanandSourceTreks. My name is Sean, and every day here at 6 p.m. Pacific time, you can catch a fresh game of baseball inside MLB The Show 25. It is Saturday. Happy Saturday. We have a green-blue matchup. Bryce Miller on the bump for the Mariners, 0-1 with a 6.97 ERA, taking on John Gray. No record, but does have a 3.86 ERA. As we roll into Game 2 of this series, we won Game 1. Luke Raley continues to be just an absolute monster at the dish. It is awesome, and we'll see if we can continue that rhythm today. Sometimes that's how it goes in these seasons. When you want some people, there are times where you want someone to start clicking, but somebody else does. That's how we won a World Series one year, where it's like, man, I'd love to get Kyle Seager and whoever else going, but it's, the unsung heroes. The names you don't necessarily recognize. And that's good. And we have that with Luke Raley here. Because ideally you would get, a couple guys on. Julio drives him in. Cal Raleigh has a big game. We'll go closed overcast today. Regional network, that's fine. Okay. We should be able to make it through the series basically with this same lineup. It's a right-handed starting pitcher. This top isn't great, but Solano's still batting over 400, which is awesome. We need to get Raleigh going a little bit. We could actually... Garver's probably not a great substitution. But yeah, we have Solano batting 404. Julio's not doing too bad. Robles looks pretty good. But Raleigh isn't doing super well. We're struggling a little bit here and there with Randy Arozarena. But it's been Luke Raley who's been on absolute fire lately. 6 home runs. He's had 4 of those, I think, in the last couple of games. Shenton's not great, I guess. But we're doing enough. We're doing enough to get some wins, I guess, is more the point. While the game is loading, it's the best time to subscribe. Ring the bell. Get notified. Do all that stuff. Thanks for watching. Welcome to game number, 15? Yeah, 10-4, so game number 15. And the first time that we actually want the roof closed. My headset is very loud. Turn it down. Kyle Higashioka looks to improve. He has a 160 average over the last 9 games. Bryce Miller's looking to turn it around after a rough patch. That ERA is surprisingly high for us, but that's why I think that's what we get a little more frequently without the dynamic difficulty. Solano looks to extend an 11-game hit streak. Raley shined in the win versus the Rangers. Starting pitching for Texas over the last 4 games, 24 innings pitched, 2.25 ERA, 24 strikeouts. The Mariners, we are averaging a shade under 6 runs a game with a 297 average with 11 home runs over the last 6 games. And our bullpens looked pretty good, 19.2 innings, 0.92 ERA with 25 strikeouts. So around the league, I should say. Rockies win in extras versus the Padres. Angel Bastardo, number 19 for Toronto, prospect ranking number 19, goes 5 innings, 4 runs, 2 Ks in MLB debut versus the Orioles. That's a tall task. Taj Bradley fires 7 innings and 1 hit ball versus the Braves in a win, and Rojas collects 5 ribbies in a win versus the Red Sox. Here is a look at the farm report. The Travelers are finally on the win board, or in the win column, but it doesn't look good for either team. Of the Rainiers, while they are still under 500, have looked better as of late.
All right, first pitch coming up, and getting the start, Bryce Miller. Chris, is up 3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And
all right.
You wonder what he figured out
Marcus Simeon
that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number.
To attack that cold spot high and away.
Lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one.
I'm a little surprised with our 10-4 record. We've had a couple of close calls here and there. Some small but probably pretty important come from behind victories.
Slashed foul down the right side.
We are still kind of competing with the Angels. I didn't check the standings before I started the game, but we are still dealing with the Angels.
Crawford.
Got him by a step. Okay. And that was even with kind of a bad read on the ball. Here's a look at the Rangers lineup. Make sure that I'm not skipping through that. Or do my best to.
Yeah, Boog certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not
Man,
exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed. When you roll out a lineup
some of those
like
averages
this,
are
maybe they've seen something on video
rough.
that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
We have actually had some pretty advantageous lineup decisions by the CPU lately.
Ground ball up the middle.
80 wasn't going to be able to get there, but it's a nice job to at least make a play on it.
Good throw,
it's all good.
Very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw.
Durant at first, one gone.
Okay. One away. We'll go fastball high inside. We'll hope for a swing and miss.
That's off the mark.
Didn't get what I was looking for there.
Superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to strike.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike.
Got him.
Throw, and they got him.
It was a really nice throw. That was the pitch to go on. He picked the right one.
It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
I'm a little surprised that we were able to get him because that was the splitter. And just like that, we get 2 outs in 2 pitches. Also, was that pitch not called a strike? Did we not have 2 strikes on him?
We've got no score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show.
Was it 2-1? Something about that situation was a little weird, and I don't know. I don't know what. We could take a look at the pitch thing.
His career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Let's take a look at the stats. Pitcher analysis. Mariners. Pitches, batter type, left-handed batter. So what? 3 slider, circle change. Man, I don't love this fastballs splitter. So the sinker. Something about this seems weird, and I'm not understanding it. Can we look at results? Hit, outs, taken, fouled, missed. Strikeout? No. Base on ball, swung. Strike. All. Oh. So did I just misunderstand what was happening? It must have been a 2-1 count? Yeah, whatever. 97 on a fastball, slider at 91, circle change at 90, and a curveball at 81. Oh, and we can't get to that. That is just a bad swing.
And that's a pitch that's right in his wheelhouse. You need to be careful against him with that one.
Oh, and we're a little under. Darn. Darn, darn, darn.
And a quick out, number 1.
It's not what we want to see. Damn, that was a fastball that felt like it was grooved right where I wanted it the previous pitch, but damn. 70 runs, third in the AL.
But they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
It's too much hair under it.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. That pitch in for a strike.
Okay, fudge.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck.
Decent contact. Damn. Damn. Okay, don't love that
Scoreless
Don't love
after
that.
one.
2 really bad swings on first pitch strikes, or on first pitch fastballs that were balls. Decent contact there with Julio, but just couldn't get away from the defender. Fine. But kind of a bad break with Solano there.
The long ball threat, Jake Berger.
Jake Berger.
Miller back to work. And he hits a ground ball right side.
It's a little more what we need from our
Leadoff
pitching
man
staff,
retired here in
some
the second.
contact,
Good sinker low
and get some quick outs.
And produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
And now Jack
Also, of
Peterson.
course, the Beeb and I went to the store. Came out of the store. It was
Fastball for a
raining. Now
strike.
it's
Nowadays, with advanced metrics and
Sun
increased
shining out
use
there.
of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules?
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success
Come on.
between the lines.
of course, as soon as I said it, it
wasn't
was.
the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler.
Here's the long
and a
at-bat.
diamond, taking a colored pencil and drawing.
There
a line
we
where he
go.
thought someone had hit the ball, right?
There we go.
That or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the
Really wanted
pitcher
that
is on the
super
mound.
just catch the
Kyle
edge.
Higashioka in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Close one, doesn't get the call. 2-0. Strike on the inside corner.
Really needed that call. Kind of hate it, but also, like, really needed it.
Next
I just don't think that
offering is
there's any
fouled
way
back.
that that's 100% accurate, considering how much of that I left gray. But okay.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 outs, base is empty. And that one upstairs.
Okay,
Really good
so I
take,
said
especially 2
quick
strikes.
outs, and then here we go.
Hacks and
Thank
misses.
God.
It's a strikeout.
Finally got him with that slider low in the zone.
1, 2,
Ugh,
3, go the Rangers.
gross.
Bottom of the second, no score. Bottom half of inning
What do you
number
got?
2.
Okay.
And stepping in for the
5
Rangers.
pitches for John Gray.
Raleigh.
And a
I
first
think that's a
pitch
good
fastball
take.
is
He
in
did
for
flip
a
where he
strike.
wanted to start.
You know, Raleigh made history in 2023. He had a game with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs, becoming the first catcher in Mariners history to do that. Speaking of dingers, he's the second fastest to 50 home runs in Seattle history. Only A-Rod needed fewer games.
That one inside, look
There
out.
we go. So that's 3 pitches. We had 5 in the first total. There's 4. So regardless of the outcome, we will see the same number of pitches in the entire first inning with just Cal Raleigh. Not a great swing, but thankfully foul. His zone has been a little inconsistent, so it's probably better than I realize. There we go. There we go. This is what we want to see a little more of. Got me.
One up, one down.
Froze me on the outside. I
Well,
just
he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner.
Didn't see it.
It's got bowling. You think the ball's
But
gonna
that is
hit
a
the
much
guy.
better at
Somehow
bat.
just hangs onto that edge
Much
and
better.
knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Luke Raley, the next to hit. Blasted
someone
2
said
home
Nuke
runs
Rayleigh
in last
for the
night's
win
game.
yesterday. I forgot that they called him that.
High fly ball down the left field line.
And just a waste of an at bat. We weren't
Peterson
committed enough
pulls
to
in,
it.
And there's 2
At
away.
PCI, we dropped it a little bit.
Fell off to a great
That is
start. He's
six.
really
The
cruising
left
out there on the
fielder,
mound. He's got a
Randy.
chance to get through these first 2
Up
innings with
the road
under
right now.
20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
In the air, out towards right center.
Luke.
Pilar sizes
God.
this one up.
Oh, that's
and he
so
makes the
frustrating.
catch. And that'll do it.
We're not
We'll move
committed
the
to our
third
spots.
With no score.
Damn it. We're good. We're good. Pretty sure we've seen 14 pitches. I
Back here at the
believe
ball,
half of them
check
have
out
been
the
to
latest
Rayleigh.
news from around the league.
Number 6.
Or Raleigh, excuse me.
Young.
Lifted
That
in
was
the air,
almost
right
awful.
center field. Rodriguez
Almost awful, but
sizing
thankfully
this
it
one up,
wasn't.
Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One
That was
down.
a really bad
Adolis Garcia
fastball.
now at the plate.
Adolis Garcia.
And a foul ball.
A
Garcia,
little more aggressive on the
multi-time
swings.
All-star, 32 years old, and he was born in Cuba. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Stays alive. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, he found himself behind in the count
We're
right
fine,
there.
we're
but he
fine.
Didn't give in. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's
we
a team
go.
at bat right there.
We need to
Nice
mix
job
in
of
this
staying
slider
back
a little
and
bit
letting the ball
more.
get deep.
This one chopped in the
I
ground.
don't
but foul.
love
Man at first, one away.
that it's his 5th pitch. Damn it. Damn it. Come on.
Caught
There
it,
we go.
looking for the
There we go.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there. And I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Simeon
Eeh.
batting for the second
I
time.
love where
and
that
that's
one
strike
ended
one.
up, but we're good.
And that one is inside ball one.
That's a strike. Come on.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Rodriguez settles under it. Nabs it. And that's the third out. Rangers leave one. And we're still knotted at 0. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
And
up
now for
the
Seattle,
Mariners,
Austin
the
Shen.
designated hitter, Austin Shenton.
Check swing, and he went.
That's fine. That's fine.
Strike
Okay.
one.
0-1's the count.
Lock in. Slow down a little bit here. Our PCI wasn't in too bad of a spot there.
And that one missed.
But he hasn't had the most command. We've been giving him a lot of those swings in like such quick outs. Fuck me.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air.
I hate it. I don't understand.
And there's
We're
one
late. We're super under it. And he's really
nice
only
play
throwing the
ranging
fastball
back
up
into
there.
the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Jorge Polanco in the box now. No balls and a strike.
There's no way that's a strike in what you
Nice
called
job
was a
just
ball.
presenting it
Fuck
to be
off.
better than it actually was.
Almost got him.
I guess we have seen some of those off-speed pitches.
Polanco matched a homer in his last
All
game.
right, come on. Lock in here. A little early on that. Circle
One
chain.
out, base is empty.
That's
Next offering
outside, okay.
upstairs.
Here we go. More consistent, better at-bats. That's what we need. That's outside.
Goes
Never a ball.
outside.
There we go. And we walked him. Okay, hey, here we go. That's what we need.
That 3-2 count kind of tells you
What we
that
want to
that's
see.
he has the most confidence in right
Just
now.
any
He
level of
just couldn't
patience
find the strike
and
zone.
anything. Anything is an improvement. Go Mariner Moose.
That's in there.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
That one fouled off.
Bad swing. Circle change comes in real slow after the fastball. That's outside. No problem.
And that's ball one.
No problem.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And it's foul
Okay.
off. They'll
Hey,
do it
thank
again.
you. Thank you. That's a contact swing that keeps us alive a little bit longer.
On the ground.
And that,
2 ball.
unfortunately, will be... Okay, just the one out. That's fine. Just slow enough. We're going to hopefully get him up to about a 10 pitch per inning average, though. That's not
And
very
now it's
accurate.
Victor Robles up to hit. He's 0 for 1. Check swing, and
That's
he
fine.
went.
That's fine.
And that is strike 1.
I mean, it doesn't matter that he went. That was a strike. If they called that a ball, that's...
Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-1. That's down.
There we
the
go.
gate. A slider
There we go.
missed. Outside.
That's outside.
3-1 now.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Line drive. And it'll be first and third now. after that miscue.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe we got that break. They're going to call that a base hit, which is big for us. Real big. Hold on. Robles 65 speed, 99 steal. Probably not worth it to be out number
On
3.
the corners. And up next for Seattle, Donovan Solano. Flied to right his first time.
That's outside. There we go.
And it's 1-0.
There we go.
Corners are occupied with 2 down. Ripped to third.
Oh, we tested him again and he beat us. Damn it.
Still
That's
no
okay.
score.
That's okay. We get a little lucky. Look, the good news is we drew the walk. We do get the very lucky break on the drop ball, which I'm surprised was registered as a hit and not an error, but maybe
And
they
welcome back to the ball.
something about the
John Schaub
velocity or
with
angle or whatever.
set to
But
lead off the fourth. Ezekiel Duran.
it's a missed opportunity for sure. But we've had a couple good pieces of contact here.
Left field. Rosarena makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Just pulled off of it a little bit.
I was
right
hoping
there.
we'd be able to
That
get it
left
past him,
shoulder
either
coming
up over
instead of
or to the
staying
side where he
close.
wasn't able to
If
get
he
to
does
it.
that, he's gonna be able to go up
Unfortunately,
the
just
middle
not-
the other way with some authority instead of a fly
Not able
out
to get it
left.
past him.
Seager stands in
I
now.
don't know
and
where
watches
your
strike
zone
one.
is.
Fourth
We
inning
already saw that
underway, no
earlier.
score.
Okay.
Way out front for
nice.
strike 2.
It's a nice
Everyone
pitch right
has
there.
a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. So
Ooh,
Seed
nice
suffers
sinker.
a strikeout.
Hey, nice sinker, Miller.
I don't know about you, Chris, but that felt like a weird at bat right there. Didn't give much to hit until the final pitch, and he still got the backwards K.
Yeah, not a single pitch was actually inside the strike zone, but he was being very aggressive in the box and fell
That
behind
is
in the
kind
count.
of wild.
And
We
they
did get a
finally
very
challenge
generous
him, and
call.
He couldn't get the bat off his shoulder. Kind of a strange strikeout for sure, Boog.
And now it's Jake Berger to hit. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. And there's a foul ball.
Settle. That's not what we need. Not what we want. Somehow that was a perfect release, but super hittable. Way late on that one.
So he picks
Didn't
up his
anticipate the
sixth
two
strikeout of
the
ball
double
game.
fastball there.
Rangers go down quickly there, and we are still scoreless.
Okay. We've done a nice job. We picked off their one steal attempt, and then the other runner, or the other hit that they had didn't
And
matter at all.
Julio
So
The
Rodriguez.
center fielder, Julio.
we've seen more pitches over the last couple of innings.
Little
Oof,
chopper
God, can't be
rolls
doing
foul.
that.
The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him
That's just
in July
not-
of 2017.
That's been too
for a little
common
under
today.
$2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. Fast forward to 2022, for Julio Rodriguez to win the Rookie of the Year, the Seattle Mariners were
There
then
we go.
compensated with the 29th overall pick in the first round of the draft in 2023. Part of the new CBA, enticing teams to promote their
Okay,
good young
hey,
players.
foul it off.
Gets a piece.
Battle
and
back
stays
here.
alive.
Contact swings can help us.
Pitch
That's
in the dirt.
low.
And that's ball 2.
Okay, battle back. 2-2.
Swing and a ball hit out
That's
towards
just
left center
not what
field.
you want to see. I hate it.
Calls it in, and there's one away.
Damn.
And now it's the cleanup hitter for the
It's
Mariners.
more up in the zone. The
Now,
timing's there,
he's a
but the
strikeout victim
PC
his
high
first
isn't.
time. Swinging a
That's-
foul straight back.
That's one that we should be crushing.
Next
ball.
pitch is
Ball one.
downstairs.
0-2 fastball,
One ball,
way
two
out
strikes,
of the
get down.
zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Headed towards the corner.
Foul.
Peterson really on his horse for this one.
That's fine.
Won't get to this one.
That's
It
fine.
drops foul. Started to go
Yeah,
after it. Now we'll
yeah.
look down to third. And yes,
It was
he
a
did.
swing,
That's
swing, not a
According
check
to
or
Gary
a.
Simmons,
It was an X swing, not a contact swing.
tried to
Damn
left
it.
his first time.
Rayleigh.
Ball
That's a
one,
ball.
no strikes.
Might have to get into the bullpen before we do anything. But we did not put ourselves in a good position early.
Fastball
That's
for
fine.
a strike.
That's fine.
1-1.
That's
No,
inside.
inside.
2-1. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone.
Nuke Rayleigh does it again.
A massive
We
home
have
run.
done
He's
absolutely
up to 3
nothing
home runs
offensively in this
series.
game.
It's
And
1-0.
Nuke Rayleigh says,
That's
I'll
his
fix
third
that.
straight
Don't you
game
worry.
with a homer singing.
This
He-
dude's
he's
on
the guy
fire.
in holes
These
going, I
kinds
can
of
fix them.
streaks just don't
I
come
got
around
this.
too
Don't
often.
you worry about it.
Knew what pitch he wanted
I'll go
to
ahead and
hit.
absolutely
Spent on some
obliterate
other
this
pitches,
ball.
and This at bat was very patient, and it paid off.
That's what we're looking for, just a good swing. We don't always have to have the home run. We kind of do, though.
2 outs, nobody on. Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
And with
Right
2
to
outs,
center his
hell
first
yeah,
time.
1
He's
zip.
0 for 1. Now one
That's a good
miss.
take.
1-0.
Oh my
Big swing
God,
and a
that
miss.
cannot be
Oh,
a
no
swing
fair
there.
right there.
Ball, one
I mean,
strike.
Yuck.
that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your
That's
cap
out
on
of
that
zone.
pitch.
1 strike.
This is a
Next off
3-0
the way
count.
Upstairs. And a ground ball
my
to
God.
first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
So late. That's okay. We got the piece of contact that we
Mariners
needed,
pick
and
up
it was
a run
another
thanks to this solo homer.
absolute
It's
nuke.
now 1-0. Back after this on the show.
Hell yeah.
Welcome back.
All right, here's a look at our starters.
So far, here's how
4
the
innings
starters
pitched for
have
each,
performed
just
up
the
to this
1 earned
point.
run. That's the difference. I mean, 1 block. The strikeout number is a little bit different as well, but we have a pitcher's duel going on here.
Miller back to work. Fastball in the corner
There
at
we
the
go.
knees, and it's a strike.
There we
These
go. I
Rangers
don't know why they
just
keep
lacking
showing the
discipline at
defense.
the plate in this ballgame. They've
Just,
been
I haven't
chasing
made
pitches
any
inside the zone all
changes.
game, and it's led to
Ooh,
some
boy, that
frustrating
is a
moments.
splitter
They've
that
been
did not
fooled quite a
split.
bit today.
Very
And
lucky
he'll
on
do-
that one.
And ball one.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
And a good eye there.
That's a
Missed
good
the
eye.
zone, but
That's
I
a
don't
good
think he
eye.
missed his spot. That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
Peterson swings, mashes one deep to right. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Thank you, Robles.
Outstanding catch right
Thank
there.
you.
I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was
Just an
close,
absolute
but was
mwah,
determined to
mwah,
make
mwah.
that catch,
Thank you.
and a nice calculation of just how much room he
Appreciate
had
it.
to try to minimize that contact.
That was, felt like a dangerous pitch. But thankfully, hey, we got the home run.
Late swing fouled off.
God, you want to talk about an awful pitch?
The Rangers
Hey, look at
down
that
by a
splitter.
run. We're at the top of the
Nowhere
fifth.
near where I want it. Come on. Come on.
And
Ooh.
down on strikes. Making 7 strikeouts for him.
I'm not locating the fastball as consistently as I would like to, but we've had a good pitch mix here and there to where we have gotten those strikeouts looking, which has been
Here's Josh Young.
very helpful.
And first offering is fouled off.
I'll take the swing on that.
Offense needs
Kind
to
of
start
needed it
showing some
actually,
fight
because that
against this
was
starter. He's doing
that was a
his
really
thing out
bad
there.
spot. It was
They're
probably
have
going to be
push
ball
back
one.
at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Makes the
Hey,
grab,
king
and
done,
that's the
Solano.
inning. And the Rangers set down.
Nicely
in
done.
order.
Hey, we're halfway
They're
home
down
here. Mariners lead
1-0.
1-0. It's only regular XP game. There's a King Griffey Jr. card, by the way, in the second inning XP path that I'm like, I got to get that. I need to get that card.
Back in Seattle,
Way to go.
ready to
Well
go
done,
for the last
Mariners.
half of the inning.
Designated
And now the
hitter.
DH.
It's
Austin
like
Schick.
ridiculously expensive because I guess it's sellable. So it was 200,000 when I looked yesterday.
That hits
Out.
the dirt. Ball
Garbage.
one.
Throw it away. Spit on it. Pugh. Huck 2, you know? Remember her?
And that one lifted in the
God
near
dang
center
it.
field.
He's left some of those fastballs in very hittable locations. We just aren't.
Batter now, Jorge Polanco.
Oh, we're just not
To
connecting
walk
on
his
it.
First trip to the plate. And that one hammered.
I think that's gonna. I think the ballpark's gonna hold it.
Garcia arranging back on it.
Oh, it's not. Let's go, Polanco! Hell yes!
He'll circle the bases.
Let's go!
His second home run of
2
the
solo
series,
home
and they
runs.
boost their
Polanco's
lead.
fourth.
It's 2-0.
I believe he had one
Chris is
yesterday.
already in back-to-back games now.
This is a great. It's a continuing example of. Sometimes we just need the guys that you're not necessarily looking at to pop off. Luke Raley, he's in the 4 spot, granted, or maybe he's in the 5 spot.
Looking to do damage. I think he had his
But
sights set
Polanco?
on that pitch. He went and got
Coming
it.
alive with home runs, hell yeah. Crawford's a good example of that as well.
Now the
Just a guy that's
shortstop, J.P.
not the most
Crawford.
powerful man in the
Grounded
world,
out
but
his first time up.
if he can connect one, and that's been
That one inside.
that's been really helpful for this 10-4 start that we have.
There's a swing and a drive.
Damn.
And it gets
A
into
little
the
bit better
corner, but it's
timing.
foul.
Damn it, damn it.
One out, base is empty,
Okay,
and a run
one-
in. Last half of inning
One
number 5.
away, 1-1 count. That's the important piece here. Okay. Damn it. He doubled up on the fastball, and that one was even more hittable than the last one. Okay.
Gets
Hey,
a
thank you
piece
for
there,
fouling
we'll
that
do it
off. That's
again.
all I care about in that scenario. Terrible swing, but got a piece of it. Really early, well out of the zone.
Lined into right.
Is that a
Garcia
little
makes
too much
the
air under it?
catch.
Damn it.
2 down.
That's okay. Driving up the pitch count.
Now
We got the solo home run, the holo
And now the
some
right
run,
fielder, Victor
the
Robles.
holo some run.
Now fly ball to right
Darn it.
center. Pilar.
Darn
on the
it,
move to
darn
the
it,
alley.
darn it.
Makes the grab.
We were more committed
And
on the
that will end
PCI. Damn it.
But the solo shot
Our timing had to be
stretches
better
their
as well,
lead
but-
even further. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And we're back.
Leading
All
off for
set
the
for the
Rangers,
top of the
the right
sixth.
fielder,
Now it's the right
Adolis
fielder, Adolis Garcia. Swing and a ground ball. Steps on first for the out.
Man, didn't look like that pitch was that bad, but that location was not where we wanted it. Thankfully, drove it into the ground.
Pilar batting with one down, takes the strike. Base is empty.
Oh,
one
are
away,
we-
and we're the top half of the sixth. On the ground, right side, and it finds its way through
That's
for a
okay.
hit.
That's okay.
So the lineup flips over. Here is Marcus Semien. Delivers a pitch.
So this should
for
be
a
third
strike
time
at
through.
95. Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But
Over to Polanco. They get one.
There we go. Hey,
What a twin killing
There
to
we
end
go.
the inning. Make it 6 shutouts.
I don't know. I feel like we can count the double plays that we have been able to turn defensively on one hand. It is not much. It's not much, and even worse than not having a lot is that the few opportunities that we've even had extra have been just a disaster.
Now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new
Number
pitcher.
seven.
on the
It feels
mound,
good to turn
Luke
to.
Jackson.
I feel like because that difficulty is so high, it leans into more of those innings where it's here's one out, and here's 2 outs, and that is where we can
Here's
tend to get
Dominic
into some
Solano.
trouble. But
Both 2 in this one.
Third baseman.
really, it puts a little extra pressure on, like no, not lying at all.
37 years young. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10.
Okay, slider at 90, 4-seam 97, and a 12-6 curve at 86.
Line drive,
Okay.
base hit down the line.
I was a little surprised that the first baseman didn't
And
get to
the
that,
leadoff man
but
aboard.
I'll take it. Not a great swing, but just enough.
That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen.
Oh,
Siggy.
and we get
Do
Solano
opposing
up to
pitchers
12
start
games.
take
Noise.
notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
We ruined Kyle Lewis's hitting streak one year. Brought him in as a pinch hitter, and he was up to like 20 something. It was like a really massive hitting streak, and I don't think we never
And
never
stepping in
recovered
for the
from that.
Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Into second, and he's got a double.
Perfect. Beautiful, Solano.
Man, those are the types of
That's
hits where
the
you
one
don't feel
thing that
any
kinda
vibration
sucks
in your
about
hands whatsoever. Such
that
a good
speed in
feeling.
front of Julio.
Just a really nice job of
But
turning
I
on that
like where
pitch
we
and
are, though.
smoking it down the line, and there's no one playing there. So once it drops in fair, you're on your way.
I don't think he
to
would have been able to
bases.
score regardless. I'm sure he held up when that ball got hit, but
So up next, Cal Raleigh. Golden opportunity right here. And there's a ball.
Ball 1, no strike.
okay. Regardless, that was going to be a good take.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Some activity in the
I got one
bullpen
ball,
for
one strike.
Texas.
Should be a 2-0
Bobby
count.
Milner getting loose out there. Webb also getting ready.
Now, the advantage that Texas is going to have here
That misses. And a count
is
2-1.
that they can try and come home. We need to make sure that Solano stays at third if it's nothing deep, because he's not going to beat it out, and there's a possibility that Raleigh wouldn't be able to beat it out to first. So it could be a real ugly double play.
And that one fouled off.
Early.
Solano at third. Rodriguez stands at second. No outs. In the air, left field, down the line.
Foul ball.
And that's a foul ball. On the ground.
Ooh,
And he handles
that's
it
fine.
himself for
That's
the out.
fine.
Well, a well-thrown slider
Not
like
great.
that one can be tough to get in the air.
Damn.
Good downward break on that one.
So
Right on the
digging in,
corner.
Luke Raley. He's already homered here in this one. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Ball one there.
There you go.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Simeon.
That's
toss on
fine.
to first.
That's fine.
There for the
Rayleigh
out.
knocks in another
Runners
run.
first
I don't
and
love that
third.
it took 2 outs to get there, but I like that we weren't aggressive in the wrong spot. We're perfectly fine.
Now it's Randy
Now batting,
Arozarena.
the left fielder.
So RBI
Randy.
spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In
Yeah.
this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Ball 1.
Close one.
God, this zone
doesn't get the
sucks.
call.
This zone is
And
narrow
that
and
is ball
tall.
one.
And it's awful. Oh, I needed to get another pitcher up. We're okay. We're okay, though. That's
And
inside.
another ball.
Because we can do that, actually, right now. Even though this kind of throws me off a little bit sometimes. Throws me out of rhythm. They have mostly righties. We can go Snyder and Thornton. Except for I think we used Thornton yesterday. That's fine. That's fine.
2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And a foul
Ooh,
ball.
it was the fastball.
Makes the count 2
We were
and
going to
1.
drive it into the ground
Early on that
regardless, so
fastball,
thankfully a little
pitcher
early on
taking a
that.
note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
And downstairs.
Hey, Shenton.
Austin
Ball,
Shenton
1 strike.
up next for the Mariners. Runner at third, 2 away.
There we go. Nicely done. Hey, good job, Arozarena. And hey, we get a double or a two out run. Excuse me. Hell yeah, a double out is what they call it. Got like a double cheeseburger and a double out.
Absolutely smoked that ball.
Hell yeah.
Now it's the DH, Austin Shenton.
Way
That
outside.
one
Never
outside,
a strike.
ball 1.
Come on.
He swings and fouls
Damn
one
it.
off.
That was it. That was it. Oh. Shit. Just a little off.
Ground ball
Darn,
to the
right into a
side.
ground ball.
Can't glove it cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do
Darn,
it for
darn,
the
darn.
inning. 2
That's
runs,
okay.
3 hits, no errors, and 1 left.
We've had a couple missed opportunities here and there, but being able to get 2 solo home runs and 2 runs where we're using outs to get 1 or just a hard hit ball, for an out, and then a little flare into right to knock into, that 50-50 split looks a lot better. Okay, so we are third time through the order.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
And because of the 4th run, we are not in a save
Well, the guy's throwing a
situation.
lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter. You got to be ready to hit. Now that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
That one down the
All
line,
right.
and foul
All right,
ball.
we're okay.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
Love to see some swings and misses. Oh,
Hard
no.
ground ball,
Okay.
base
Oh.
knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an
That was a
0-2
really
count.
bad
Too good of a
sweeper.
pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Seager in the box again. Takes the strike. That one ripped. Back
I got
there.
too cute.
And it is gone.
I got way too cute. That
He sends it outta
fucking...
here, and they slice it to the lead.
Man, I hate
Chris,
throwing
we knew
that
this
pitch.
moment was coming.
That splitter was inexcusably bad.
Form soon.
It's not the way that we wanted to leave. I thought the first hit was okay. It was a bad sweeper. And we went back and we got a nice fastball and then just a
Manager out of the
god-awful
and he's going to make a change. Bryce Miller will
sinker or
depart. He
whatever.
exits with the lead and gave them a really nice
Sweeper. He had a
performance.
splitter.
Pitcher on the bump when we get
Fuck,
back.
I hate that
New
pitch.
pitcher for the Mariners.
It's
Colin
weird.
Snyder.
It's weird how much I don't like throwing that.
Love the opportunity to come
Because
in
the
and
other,
tight
the
lead.
sinker, I don't mind throwing at all.
Some of them are just
But it's
wired
just,
different,
ugh,
so
it's just
we'll see what
awful.
he's got here.
It's not my least favorite to throw because there's a couple others that are real bad.
Stepping in, Jake Berger. First pitch
All
doesn't
right,
find the
let's
zone.
dial it in here. Unfortunately, well, we are in a safe situation now.
Fouled off.
Jesus
He was late.
God, fucking.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the top half of inning number 7. The 1-1 is fouled off.
But we had the bullpen ready. It was kind of going to be that scenario. Was going to get him
That
chased
one
from the game.
misses. And the count now even up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
There we go. Nice sweeper to get the swing and miss for out number 1. Hey, reset, bring in a new pitcher, and let's get these guys knocked out, huh?
Up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Peterson up for the third
When this
time here.
first
Watches that
debuted,
one
the
miss.
cutter was a real problem for
Still
me for
only
some
one
reason.
out here in the inning. Hard
Didn't
grounder into the
understand it.
outfield for a knock.
Okay, all right.
He was all over that one. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Higashioka up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Strike
There
one.
we go.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that
darn
run
it.
from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The tying run at the plate. Bounding ball
That is not
here.
where I wanted that
It's foul.
sinker.
Got it.
There we go. I didn't think that was going to be a strike. The zone has been inconsistent and kind of frustrating at times. Did not actually think that was going to be a strike.
Obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's
So we
gotta find a
unfortunately
way
have the
just to
problem
be
that I was
more
talking about, why the
competitive.
double play was so big. We're stuck in this thing where we're only getting one out. We're only getting one out.
Young stepping
There's
in
still
for
a
the
runner
Rangers.
on.
That one finds the zone.
They are
and
kind of
that
taking these
strikes out.
first pitch strikes, so that is a positive. We just need to make sure that we're throwing strikes.
Inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And a foul ball. Tying run at the plate. And that's a little bit
Come
high. And
on.
the count is even 2-2.
There we go.
Ball in there, got him looking.
Let's go.
And he's
That's a
ready for great
huge
pace
sweeper.
this
Okay.
one.
Hey, nicely done by him. Comes in, gets 3 outs. Way too cute on my part with the Seager home run,
Watching Major League
but
Baseball on the show.
fuck it. Like we're fine. We're fine.
Now pitching for the
We're back in a new pitcher here to
All
start
right.
the bottom of
Jacob
the 7th.
Webb
Jacob
coming
Webb.
in here.
He's been so good
ERA
against
of
lefties.
1.
Webb.
So digging in,
Leading
Jorge
up for the
Polanco.
Mariners,
He's already
the
homered
second
in this
baseman.
game.
Series 2 for 4.
Both
2 home
sides
runs,
equally as
both
strong.
solo.
So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put
96
him
on a
the other side of the
fastball,
plate.
sweeper at 85, circle change at 86.
Swing
And got me with a
and
circle
miss.
change.
Well,
little
these
too excited there.
Mariners,
Thought that we
simply
would see a
put, are
fastball.
producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs,
take.
there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Check swing. He went too far.
Can't
and
do
it's a
that.
strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks
Okay,
that one
that's fine.
away, and we'll do it again.
It's fine.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a
Damn it.
strikeout.
Damn it, damn it, damn it.
Now batting.
And
the
now for
shortstop,
Seattle,
J.P.
J.P. Crawford.
There's circle
Crawford.
change.
And first offering is
Fastball dropped a
fouled
little
off.
bit. It's all the way to 91.
Swings over the top of that
Okay,
one.
hold on.
Man,
Step
he
out.
really
Step
starts
out.
the
Step
changeup
out.
with that arm action.
Behind
God,
0-2,
changeup.
he steps out for time. Slow
Yeah.
roller to first. And he saved
Oh,
it
ho, ho,
first.
ho.
Great hustle to win the foot race there.
Wow. Maybe give that a base hit.
Number 10, Victor Robles.
Man at first, Victor Robles. Up next for the Mariners, 1 for 3. First pitch
There's a
misses.
sweeper outside. Do we have bullpen? Thornton. We will warm up Munoz just in case.
Crawford, the base runner at first with 1 out.
There we go.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field.
Perfect, perfect.
Fired in quickly.
Let's
So
go.
it's first and second.
Hey, let's
with
see if we can
only
grab one of these
away.
runs back. A little insurance would be helpful. Our our pitching or bullpen isn't the strongest, so.
Here comes the manager out of the
Oh, they're going to go to their
dugout,
bullpen and bring in another guy. Hey, perfect, perfect. That'll rattle you up a little bit. Especially if you had just gotten back into the game, too. Like, hey, here's a 2-run home run. It's obviously, like, not the worst start in the world, but...
Now pitching for the
Taking
Rangers.
over on the mound for the Rangers,
Number
Obi Milner.
41.
Ooh,
And this could be
lefty.
a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the
That
guy
actually
to
is
keep
an
them
interesting
within
decision
striking
here
distance.
because it's 2 righties, I believe. Was that Robles?
First and second, 1 out. Solano.
Sleeper at
digs in
81. Sinker at 91. 4-seam at 91. Circle change 83.
Fought
Oh,
off
God.
foul.
Almost bailed him out immediately. Way too early, and he's got that nasty arm angle.
That one the other way. Garcia
Darn.
calls it in, 2 away.
Holy shit. Well, that's a good thing I didn't try to run on that.
And up next for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. And foul ball.
Damn it.
Next offering is foul back. First and second, 2 down. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Next
Okay,
offering
there
is
we go.
downstairs.
There we go. Kind of a waste pitch there. Double checked the miles per hour.
Right side.
That
hard
is
hit.
unfortunate.
Simeon takes over to first. That's the
I looked at the miles per hour there because we were early on the sinker and everything was kind of just slower. That's not-
4 and the Rangers 2.
Damn, 1 out. Runner in scoring position. I thought we would have a much better advantage there.
Welcome back. And a new arm on the mound
Lefties
to
versus
start
the righty, but
Trent
that
Thornton.
arm angle was
These
a
are
little
the spots
tricky,
relievers really
and we did
make
miss
a
the
name
one
for
pitch.
themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin
Let's see
for
what
error, but at
Thornton
the
can
same
do
time,
here. We can
there's a
try and
reason
push
they're put in
Munoz
these
as far
situations.
as possible. We probably would need to give up a run before we bring him in for a longer save than just the standard save.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
But you never know. I mean, it'll be 3 batters regardless, so, unless something absolutely heinous happens here. There we go. Nicely done, Thornton.
So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Here's Kevin Pillar. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit.
Sweeper, for whatever reason, has
Tying
just been
run
a
to the
nightmare.
plate.
Okay, so
Now
lineup
it's
flips
Marcus
over.
Semien. 0 for 3
It's
in
just
this one. And a
nowhere
swing and a
near
miss.
where I want it. That sweeper was
One's the count.
horrible. Now we could try to do what we
May see
did.
some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Foul
Almost
ball
got what we were
still
looking
0-2.
for.
Next offering misses down and away.
Does he have anything? He does not have anything to throw.
In there, got him looking.
It's a
And that
really
one
bad location.
split the plate.
That's his 5th
Up
pitch.
next for the Rangers.
I just don't think there's any way you're really looking for that in a 2-strike count.
Fielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And there's a strike.
That's a beautiful sweeper. That is what we want to see.
Just
That's
missed.
less what we want to see.
Pillar on the move. Pitch misses. Pick to second, and it's thrown into center.
Darn it. Rush the throw a little bit. It's okay. It's all good. 2-ball count here.
Tying run at the plate. Just missed.
Fuck
I almost feel like he's
off.
frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Corey Seager waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with one swing if he gets the chance. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready.
There we go. Huge strikeout. Let's go, Thornton. Let's go, Thornton, because I really didn't want to have to deal with Seager again.
He's in a tough
Gave
spot,
him up
had to
one
make a great
fucking
pitch.
stupid
Did
home
it,
run to him
got the
already.
strikeout,
God
gets
damn
out of
it.
the jam. Clearly,
Let's
he's
go.
happy with those results.
Let's go. 7 hits apiece. We have 2 solo home runs. They have 1 2-run home run. Just a bunch of losers with 1 2-run blast.
Now pitching for
Back
Texas.
now, new pitcher
All right.
on the mound as we
Robert
roll into the
Garcia.
bottom of the
So we
8th.
will have
Garcia.
Pretty tight game, so they're
Raleigh,
looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to
Rayleigh,
keep the score
and I
right
want to
where
say
it is.
Polanco. So we
And
still
now
have,
switching
and
in catcher, Cal
I don't
Raleigh.
know.
0 for 3 with
95 on a
2 strikeouts
fastball,
and a
86 on a
groundout.
circle change, 85 on a slider.
And
Oof,
first
that was a circle
offering is
change.
fouled
I was
off.
way early on that.
Swing and a miss. He was
Step up.
late.
Step
Strike
up.
2.
What the fuck are we
Well,
doing?
he just threw that fastball by
damn
him,
it.
elevated, and if
We were
you're
able to
not
pull it
looking
together
up
just
in that
long enough to get a
location, very
lead, but
difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
there we go.
Foul ball. It stays
There we
nothing
go.
in 2. That one missed.
All right.
Way
Yanked it inside. Okay. Ah, darn.
Smoked on the ground a second. Fires over to first. One gone to the bottom
Now
of the 8th.
batting, the first baseman, Luke Rayleigh.
Luke Rayleigh up next for the Mariners. That's
That's a good take. Even if that was called a strike, still a good take.
Swings through that one for strike one.
Way too late.
1-1.
Definitely looking for that
So a
slider
foul ball
or
makes it 1-2.
circle change.
Down to
Fuck
the dirt,
me.
swing and a
God
miss.
damn it.
Higashioka up with it. To first.
No, go to
Throws
first, go to
sails
first, go to
on
first,
him,
go to first.
And it takes off down the line.
So strikeout error. Strikeout wild pitch.
I
Okay.
feel like that's one of those rules in baseball that's tough to explain the logic behind. If you're talking to a new fan or someone trying to learn the game, it's like, wait, what? The batter struck out, but he still gets to be on first base?
Yeah, I hear you. It's a weird one. Plus, the pitcher gets credit for the strikeout. It's an offer for the batter. But, of course, no out is actually recorded. Kind of one of those, just trust me, let's move on situations.
So doesn't really seem to be looking
The runner at
over.
first with one gone to the inning. Step off throw to first.
Chase, he's good.
Raley back on a dive. Runner on the go. Got him swinging. Throw. Save.
Terrible strikeout. Ugh. Almost a strikeout throw him out to end the
Getting
inning.
ready to hit.
Horrible.
Check swing called strike. Just misses.
Ooh.
Now 1-2.
A little surprised that wasn't strike
Pretty
three.
good pitch on
It's
the
a
outside
good
corner.
take, but a little lucky.
Next
There we
offer
go.
upstairs.
There we go.
Count full.
Really, this feels like he's really thrown here.
Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Okay, foul it off. Nicely done, Shenton.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
And ball
That's
forward,
okay.
2 aboard.
Okay.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. And it's
Let's go, Polanco! Fuck yes!
another homer. He's done it again.
That's his
It's
second one of the game.
And they add on. It's
I didn't think that
7-2.
was going to get
He
out.
only needed one
Let's
swing
fucking
to
go.
square
What was
it up.
peeking behind the logo? What was going on back there?
And it paid off.
$70 game, by the way.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the
Bam.
pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ball.
Okay, so we do not need. We are not in a save situation
Robert
anymore.
Garcia won't go any further ttonight. And as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Let's go.
Cole Winn taking over on the mound.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously. Regardless of the score.
We can leave Thornton in a little bit longer. Might not be the best situation, but we try to buy a little bit of time here with a slower at bat from Crawford, even though we should have been a little more aggressive there. Four seam at 98, a slider at 90, a splitter at 89, sinker at 97, and a 12-6 curve at 84.
Late swing,
Late,
foul to
damn
the
it.
left. 2 outs. Way upstairs. Gonna count
Good
1-2.
take.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, He'll look for something down
Ball
in the
next
zone,
in.
but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
That
I got
misses,
3-2.
and the count's
There we
full.
go. This is exactly what we need to warm up those guys in the bullpen. Shocking that it's been 5 straight fastballs. Got me with a slider. Too late. It poked in on the outside part of the plate.
But the
Damn it.
biggest swing of the inning
That's
comes
okay.
right here,
Polanco
a 3-run homer.
Helps blast
Last
this out
chance
to
coming up
a...
here for the Rangers.
That's the most effective strikeout we've ever had.
And welcome back to the
Leading off the
ballpark.
Texans,
All set.
the
Strikeout
start
to a
the ninth
steal?
in this one. Here's Siegs to the plate now. Thornton back to work. Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
Counts
Thornton
1-0.
in his 6th season, 31 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick
That's ball
back
2.
in 2015.
2 balls.
Go fastball low.
To the right side.
So Rayleigh was a strikeout victim, then to the error. Got on first, stole second, and then
Now
scored.
batting, the first baseman.
That's the best strikeout we've ever had.
Stepping in for the Rangers. This to
And it's
third,
mainly because
Solano.
we've actually bothered to steal
Zips it to
bases.
first.
I don't know what I'd be able to pull up on my Xbox because I usually just play them on Game Pass, so I don't actually own the
Now
games.
batting,
But we were always at the absolute bottom
Down to
of the
their
list
final
as
out.
far
And
as
the batter
like,
now, Jock Peterson.
oh, you know what? A lefty would have been okay in this
And that
situation.
one fouled off.
We'd have like 1 steal a season.
They're
But now
down
we're
to
at
their
least,
final
I don't think we'll
strike.
be super competitive. But those, I talked about it,
Rangers
and I'm sure I'll
down
talk
to
about it again, but
final
the
strike.
moments that you play in the Diamond Quest mode,
And a
super
foul
helpful.
ball, he stays alive.
Super helpful.
2 down, nobody on. And that
Come on,
just
Thornton.
misses.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Ripped on the ground.
Hey, nicely done, Polanco. Polanco to Rayleigh, they were huge parts of this game. I think Polanco will probably be your player of the game.
5 in a row.
If we pick up a big win, the game was much closer than the score, but indicate 7-2 would make you think that we probably led for a large part of it. It was, granted it was 4-0. It was actually 0-0 for quite a while, but we finally settled down, settled into some hitting. We were able to knock a solo blast 2 innings in a row, and then we had the 2,
7-2 your final here today. Chris Singleton
I think
and
it's
our entire
1-1-2,
outstanding
like
crew
in a
here at
row.
MLB The Show. I'm John Schaum.
Rayleigh gets on the
We'll see you
board,
soon.
Polanco on the board twice, home run wise. Rayleigh continues to be just an absolute beast, and Polanco's not looked too shabby either. It's just Rayleigh's had those really timely home runs. Awful pitch to Seager, gave them the home run. But Polanco bounced us back. Yeah, you can see there the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th. 1-1-2. And then we get 3 in the 8th to make it a 7-2 victory. Take advantage of the error, even though it was a strikeout. Very bizarre situation. Polanco's your player of the game. 2 for 3. 2 home runs. Knocked in 4. Scored twice. Rayleigh was 1 for 4 with a home run. He knocked in 2. He scored twice. Julio Rodriguez was 1 for 4 with a double. He scored a run. And Victor Robles was 2 for 4. Bryce Miller gets your win. 6 innings pitched. 5 hits. 7 strikeouts. No walks, 2 earned, and Trent Thornton gets a save, which is kind of why I left him in there. Give him a little save there. John Gray gets the loss. He only gave up 2 earned in 5 innings, but that was the 2 that kind of made the difference because then we got to the bullpen for 5, and nobody else. They didn't come back to give him a no decision. 5 innings pitched though, 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 earned. Seager was 1 for 4 with a 2-run blast. Kevin Pillar was 2 for 3. Peterson and Garcia both 1 for all 3 struck out. So there you have it. I think we might have a pack to open. I think. But we'll see. Right after this game loads. We will look for the sweep tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific time, right here on the channel. As we are working to the 2nd inning XP path. We get one, at level 1. Interesting. I hope this cough is not here for long. But we are on a 5-game win streak. We have won, 7 of our last 8, which has been really good. And this one probably could have been a win. We fell apart a little bit with the pitching. A much better job adjusting this time. We had the pitchers ready and warmed up. But just, it's a terrible pitch. We got way too cute. Lazaro Montez sustained an injury, torn calf, 1 to 2 months. I'll go ahead and just auto. You do that? Okay, roster. Left fielder, Cesar Quintas has been called up to replace an injured player. Okay, good to know. All right. We are currently in first place. We're a game and a half ahead of the Angels. The Athletics are 7-8. The Rangers are 7-8, and the Astros still dwelling in the bottom at 5-9. We don't see the... Oh, we have the weird 2-game set against the Angels at the end of the month. Okay. Is that a battle for first place? You'll have to stay tuned to find out. Let's go inventory and see if we have a pack to rip. We do! Let's rip it. Open. Give us a cool diamond. Nothing. Ooh, a bronze. Yuck. Everybody's new, at least, so I guess that's a positive. All right, well, at least we won the game. We didn't win the pack rips, but that is okay. We will be dressed in our Sunday best as George Kirby, 3-0 with a 1.35 ERA, takes on Jacob deGrom, 1-0 with a 2.70 ERA in game number 3 of this series. We secure a win. We're looking for a sweep tomorrow. The Rangers looking to salvage the series. If you'd like to see that game, tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific time, right here on the channel. Like every day, you get baseball. Subscribe right there. Ring the bell down below. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Playlist right here. Updates every single day with a new MLB The Show 25. There you go. That's the best way to say it. Up here is this morning's video, which is a taste test of some alcoholic beverages. So enjoy that. Until next time, good sports, go Mariners, and have a great rest of your night. Thanks again for watching, everybody.